Signore e signori, benvenuti
Well,
all'incontro
football is
di
of
oggi
course
tra-
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the support.
Shoots! Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved. Cross into the box. And it's claimed by the keeper. Tonali. Pull it. And it's Lam. Desai. And he goes cross-field. Tries to pass it through. Nedved. Incoming. Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Rodri. Nedved. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Luis Suarez. Hazard. Showing great feet there. And he welcomes it in. And it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. Cleared without hesitation. Schneider. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he cuts out the supply. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's straight offside. So we're still where we started right now. And this is Ronaldo. Pull it. And here's Haaland. Now he's running away. Haaland! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hazard with the short one. And here's Hazard. That's tidy. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Haaland. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo ploughing through the middle. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pullet having a look.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Brilliant save from Buffon! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Good read, needed to be. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And now they can spring out of defence. here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That'll be a throw. Half an hour played now. Great vision. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's been won straight back. Pull it, and pull it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Stood up well to him there. Azar. Ibrahimovic. Aimed beyond the defence. Pepe with a definite foul there. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. That was travelling. And it's Schneider. He's picked his way through. He's having a pop! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He is through here. Hangs, there's the header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And he's been shifted off it. Timber. Lam. Rodri.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
This ended up in no man's land. And that was very necessary. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Hazard, he's through on goal here. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Como come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we get things going again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Quality ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a little loose. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, this looks sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Tonali. Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Haaland. Pull it. Deftly away. Back towards the middle. And it's Rodri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Hazard! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolute. There's the shot! And it's in! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Knocks it into space.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Nedved charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, shooting chance! But he's left disappointed. Como have their third corner. Tries to get it clear.
Como really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Hazard. This looks promising. He's had it taken off him. Lahm. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Hazard stood his ground strongly. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Como really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise.
He leaps for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 14, Hazard. Numero 11, Cristiano Ronaldo. Numero 21, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 4, il numero 13, Ibrahimovic. Il numero 19,
that was vital.
il numero 24, Messi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
A good take in a good area. It's run loose here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Varane cuts it out. Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Del Piero. Chance! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
He's got away. collar, and that is expertly dealt with. Nedved crosses, and it's been hooked away. Passing. He's had a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. The corner count is rising. That's 6. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Owen. Desai is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Como really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Delivers the ball.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
It's out for a goal kick.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Desai. And it's Varane. And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity.
Numero 19.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
They'll have to settle for that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Signore e signori, benvenuti
Well,
all'incontro
football
di
is, of
oggi
course,
tra-
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. Del Piero. So much time and space here. And he shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Del Piero can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Davids. Rivaldo. Luis Suarez. Mateus. Here comes the corner. Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pirlo with the short one. Como are looking to go forward now. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Besiktas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Davids. Rivaldo. Chance for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo goes short. He's having a shot! Terrific from Mateus! A finish of true class! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Besiktas restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Applies the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He has a look up. Pato was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. Ibrahimovic. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Zambrota conjures time and space where few can, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Showing good feet. Lahm has it in a wide position. That's an excellent interception. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And here's Pirlo. Here comes the cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Pato. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to get rid. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pirlo. Messi. And it's Messi. And he welcomes it in. And he's running through. They're urging him to shoot. Ibrahimovic!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Lam. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, they can break here. Rivaldo, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Pato. Del Piero. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Might want to be careful there.
Del Piero. Lam has the space to scheme. Pirlo. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Como are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Besiktas kick off the second half.
Como clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked...
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting.
Oh, what's he done? Thuram. Lam, very much a man of this moment. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Ibrahimovic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Knocks it into space. And it's Rivaldo. Zambrotta. And he's picked out the run.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well timed, excellent interception. Pirlo. Ibrahimovic. Besiktas needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Davids. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Opts for safety. Lahm. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And this is Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
"75 minutes played. And it's Del Piero. And he is dashing away. And Del Piero! And that would have been game, set and match.
Del Piero really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Lahm. Thuram. And it's Pirlo. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played through for the wide man.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aims beyond the defence. Has a look and plays it forward. Now that's well seen too. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Desai. I think we're just about done here. Rodri. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Rivaldo. He is through here. Takes a shot! And that's a good finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 24, Messi. Numero
The two
11,
coaches are
Cristiano
signalling changes
Ronaldo.
here, both at the same
Numero
time.
13,
So all
Ibrahimovic.
square with almost no
Numero
time
4,
remaining.
Numero
Credit
10,
where it's due. This is
Pirlo.
great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Il numero 19,
Nicely weighted
il
ball.
numero 20,
Time added on will be 2 minutes. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Good step in. Against.
There is an expectant air here in North London. The Emirates serving the embodiment of class, sophistication for its illustrious inhabitants. Up to 60,000 here, expecting the team to meet their expectation. We're up and running then.
Oh, Peter, you'd have to go a long way to find a defender who works harder than Araujo. So fast and physical.
And we saw that, of course, especially in 2022 in Spanish football's biggest game.
When he scored one of his team's 4 goals. In the end, though, the men from Madrid went on to win the season by a pretty big points margin.
13, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Araujo, at least he gave them a bloody nose along the way.
Xavi. Messi. For Xavi. And it's Ronaldinho. And it's Balde. Well timed, excellent interception. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rodri. For Messi. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Bergomi making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that's fabulous. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nesta. Lam. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Quarter of an hour played. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's taking no chances there. Rodri. Lam.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Giuseppe really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Ronaldinho. Well, that is one way to stop him. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Header! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Como are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Como have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he's gone long. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's not an especially good pass, that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Azar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri, very much a man of this moment. Ronaldinho. And here's Ferran Torres. Messi finding himself in space. And it's been hooked away. Oh, nice touch. And he cuts out the supply, looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's come to nothing. Bergomi. Lahm. Pinches it off him. Xavi. Ronaldinho. Little pass back. Rijkaard. Oh, this is a great position. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's the end of the first 45.
I'm afraid to tell
So
you
a
that
steady,
we are
solid and
expecting
more than
traffic to be
satisfactory
heavy
first
after
half.
the final
They've got the
whistle.
lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Como can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. The second period is on the way. Como leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shot could... Decent chance! Azar. Messi. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Ronaldinho. Rodri cannot be beaten that easily. Vieira. Lahm. That's a lovely, neat pass. Xavi. And it's Azar. That looks a good ball through. Oh, look at the space here. It's a goal kick. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Xavi. Como, still that goal to the good. Messi. And it's Xavi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bergomi. No, again there's no way through. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
60,179.
Lahm. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Messi makes a move down the right. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Flings in, and the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Substitution for Göztepe, number 80.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 23, Eden Hazard. Number 10, Lionel Messi. Number 7, Ferran Torres. Number 22, Xavi.
Rijkaard.
Coming on
And
the
that
field.
interception was
Number 8.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And he stuck it away! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Como are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal. And it had to be. Gerrard. Roberto Baggio. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, a delicate chip through.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Lahm charging forward down that flank. It'll be a throw-in. Como choosing to make the first change. Nedved to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Coming on the field is number 22, Pavel Nedved.
Rijkaard. And it's Baggio. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. This is a promising build-up. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Everyone, please turn to the screen for a special presentation of our tireless work for good causes. Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real
Egypt.
expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! They score!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another, and there's the shot! And Del Piero! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Looking for the run. Neymar has it out wide and in space. He's only too happy to take that back. Messi, he has found the way through. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Driving forward. Hello! Como with the corner, there first. Messi goes short. Messi, real chance here. Como with another corner. Corner number 2 then. header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Great vision. That's good running with the ball. He's found a way through. Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely weighted ball. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Hullet. And it's Hullet. And that could set him on his way. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And a neat finish. And the comeback is complete. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That's the keeper's ball. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And that's gone loose. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Not a hint of offside here. Nice interception, well timed. Van Dijk with the clearance. Now it's Batistuta. Driving on and making good progress. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. It's a quick ball upfield. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Vieira. And he's had it nicked away. Modric. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Hullet. Hullet running with intent. Can he get it through? He's had a shot! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Lam is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. This is a promising build-up. Messi, shot, surely! Oh, he's done it!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Just the keeper, Hullet! Ruud Hullet, beyond special! What a player! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Como are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. The second period is underway. Bergomi. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. Bergomi. Modric. That has been cut short. Vieira. Now it's Batistuta. And the through ball. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Neymar. And he's straight offside. Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's a promising position. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Nesta can get it clear. Messi. Now it's Hullet. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Como clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vieira. Nesta. Pirlo. Desai. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pirlo powering forward here. Mateus, and there's his chance to lead the counter. He is through here. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's... Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch this.
Signore e signori, benvenuti
Oh, what a
all'incontro
sight
di
this
oggi
is. The
tra
colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Of course, it's Sergio Aguero. Just the slightest glimpse of goal and he'll find a way of putting the ball in the back of the net. He's scored such a variety over the years, but his build-up play shouldn't be ignored either. He's always been able to link up very well with those around him, and he'll be looking to build a rapport with these guys from day one.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And the pass is intercepted, and he's managed to get free. And now the breakaway. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, nice interception. Fernandez. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho. And here's Aguero. Takes a shot. Fantastic! That is classic Kun Aguero!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Aguero.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So, a breakthrough already. He's got away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pull it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Thuram.
Como are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Chouameni. And here's Haaland. Big chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Aguero. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira cannot be beaten that easily. Chouameni. Baresi. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
That's going in
shows
strongly.
the will to win the ball. Pirlo. Pullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. And here's Ibrahimovic. Out towards the flank. Lahm plays it in. Schlotterbeck can get it clear. Fernandez. Now it's Hazard.
Oh, really well played.
He has found a way through. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Fernandez. And it's Aguero! Oh, crossbar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Now it's Hullet. Fernandez calmly anticipates. Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box.
Como certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
O'Reilly. No way through there. Fernandez. Now it's Aguero. O'Reilly.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Hazard. Picks out Aguero! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hazard goes short.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Ibrahimovic going about things with real menace. Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? No foul, says the referee. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Como come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10, Pirlo. Lascia il
So
campo
the action
per il
resumes.
numero 20, Ronaldinho.
Como really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's Hazard! Hazard! He is just a joy! He's got himself an
Gol per
absolute
l'Egitto.
peach.
Ha segnato al 48esimo minuto.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just
Tries a shot! Ronaldinho! Wow! A finish of true class! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
that's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that's fabulous. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Messi, takes aim and crosses.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Como perhaps contemplating their next change here. O'Reilly. And it's Hazard. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Hullet. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 21.
Corner number 2
numero
then.
7. Numero 24. Messi. Lasciano il campo per
Ronaldinho
il numero
plays it
11.
short.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Il numero 14.
This looks promising.
Il numero 6.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's in on goal.
Como really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard. Now O'Reilly. Rijkaard. Now that's well seen too. Thuram. Ibrahimovic might just make this. And it's Thuram. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Como have their third corner.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 13. Ibrahimovic. Viene sostituito con il numero 19.
And that has been cleared.
Como really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. That is good alertness. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Aguero receives it in a good position here. Como could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And it's Lahm. It's a promising position. He slings it in. Rijkaard getting this one clear.
Como really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. Aguero clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
This is Hazard. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to get it away. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Hazard, a player who need. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Como perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Como, they just didn't seem to have a plan.